Hello, this is Ever Pierce, and this video, as you can see here, we got labeled as 122 in E equals MC squared. So we've heard of the old saying, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. So in the beginning was the Word, E equals MC squared. And since my existence, every lifetime, my love and passion goes towards understanding this equation that was blessed upon me, and I have did a lot of practice in understanding God. As I said, as Einstein, I want to be in God's thoughts. I want to know how God thinks and does things. And God's default language is numbers. So, and these numbers are basically the symbols that we use to reference in relation to energy and the things around us. 122, or you can see it as 221. If you're right-handed, you would normally see it as 122. If you're left-handed, your energy orientation would be 221. Okay, so y'all are familiar with E equals MC squared. As a rule of thumb, as a teacher or a keystone, is always make it a habit of leaving something behind in my lifetime. So when I reach to a particular point and things are logged into its history books, I will be able, because it came from me, I would be able to pick it out and put it together and make sense of it, unlike any man has ever done, because I am the author. There's a difference between author and scholar. Do note that. So E equals MC squared. First of all, we don't necessarily see God, but God does exist. Okay, so we're going to convert this. So another way to view an E or letters is to see, come on, zoom in, to see it in a number value. So E is the fifth letter of the alphabet, M is the 13th, and C is the third letter, square. Okay, now all we're going to do is simply add up single digits, like we done here. See if I can hold this still. I've been feeling terrible since this accident that happened a year ago. It just is really kicking my ass. And for the fact that he ran through the red light 65 miles an hour and the police lied on the police report, and the judge handed me, judge is just as crooked as the officer. So I don't even want to go there. But it's just, so please excuse my voice. I'm trying the best I can because I am in a lot of pain right now. Okay, so we're going to take 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. That's the E, 13 is the M, and 3 is the C. That adds up to a 12. Square. 1, 2, 2. Now, if we take that and we apply that to E equals MC squared, you're going to advance E 2 letters. So E, F, and G. M, N, and O. And C, we're only going to do one placement, and C goes to a D. God square. So not only am I in this equation, but so is God. Essentially, God is in everything, whether you understand it or not. Now, you are on your typical, or you're on your evolution. So, but do note that. Now, since you took that leap of faith, you paid me $100. So I'm going to explain some real basic things. So when you do you put up your baseline of the date, is you're going to know deep down what you're doing is you're opening up. Essentially, you're dialing a number to God. You're dialing a number to me. And you're also dialing a number to yourself, self-discovery. And each and every time you do an equation, there are a lot of benefits. One of them is you're chipping away at that spiritual amnesia. And, we'll have a video just on spiritual amnesia. But there's a reason why we have spiritual amnesia. Is that when we come into another life, we start over again. So we practice the element of self-discovery of who we are. Okay, so inscribe this into your brain. I am of the Trinity. All the religions that you see out there, if you took Trinity and like a tempered piece of glass, and you have a million different pieces. So the smaller pieces are essentially, if you put it all together in a frame, it leads back to Trinity. So you got Trinity, you got Christianity, so we have other religions out there. So they all fall under Trinity. So as you're advancing your evolution in your particular religion, it should all be leading you to Trinity. And that's the category in which I am in, Trinity. Now, if we take E equals MC squared, and we just did it once, let's do it twice. Let's extract some more information. So G, H, I, O, P, Q, and D is just one. So D to an E. I, Q. I, Q. And then you have a letter E. So most people understand what IQ. IQ is in reference to person's intelligence. So I use 221 twice. We add up 221, and it adds up to 442. My IQ in Trinity, or even on the seventh heaven, we are rated at our worst, or least. So my value in the seventh heaven is 7 billion. Well, we got million, billion, trillion, quadrillion on up. So my least of worth is 7 billion. My least of IQ intelligence is 442. Now, a lot of people would say, well, that's unthinkable. Well, that's the type of person I am. As God's apprentice, God has taught me a lot of things. And there's still a lot of things yet I'm still learning. There's Trinity 1, 2, and 3. I'm still training in that, which is millions of years in advance compared to the evolution that's here on this planet. Everyone here on Earth, or known as Noah's Ark, we're on a different type of evolution. So every day, everyone is striving to become a better person, striving and trying to go, basically, all religions will find their way to Trinity. So to give you an understanding of me, IQE, first letter of my name is Everett. My minimum IQ is 442. That's how we're rated at our worst. So at my worst, now if we take 442 and we convert it on a 10 scale, 4 becomes a 6, 4 becomes a 6, and 2 becomes an 8. I am born, so 6, 6, 8. Ooh. I'm born in 1968. Okay, now there's another part to this. Okay, 221 factor. It shouldn't come to a surprise to you because the way the body is, I just made it my stick man. 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. Water. 221. So, be familiar with the 122 or the 221 factor. And that will basically conclude this is how do we come up with particular numbers and understanding numbers.